Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome to Shady Talk Wednesdays. How is everyone doing out there today on this Wednesday? So, today, of course, I have my wine glass because unfortunately, the show topic today is Wine Down Wednesday, ladies. So, I hope you ladies have your wine while we're winding down with conversation on today. Also, I want to represent my wine glass today made by Edith. I don't know if anybody follow her, but she's on Instagram. She's on Facebook, and my glasses were specially made from her this weekend because I had a sip and shop paint and sip party this week. Paint and sip. Thank you, Marv. Paint and paint and sip party. Um, this weekend I had a few ladies in, and my gift to them was these glasses. So shout out to Edith Anderson who did my lovely sip shady glasses. So I hope you ladies got your wine today. Mm. I'm not really a wine drinker, but you know what? I'm kind of liking the wine. Shout out to Michelle Benson and Michelle Lucas, who's on the show with me tonight. I'm also going to have some ladies zooming in with me on today. Michelle Benson, if you can send me your email to my text message, I will appreciate that as well. If you can send me your email so I can also link you on to the Zoom. Um, um, okay. So, mm, okay, Marv. So I'm not sure why one of my girlfriends didn't get the link. I sent it to her. Is there any way you could put it in okay. What's the name? Oh, Christian? I'm not sure. Oh, Michelle. Michelle Lucas. Hi, Michelle. How are you? You got to unmute your mic.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Okay. Do you see Judea too? Okay. I'm not sure why Marilyn didn't get the link. I sent it to her. Oh, hi, Judea. Judea's down in Atlanta with her wine glass. What's another way I can get Marilyn on here? Can you put the Zoom in the link, Marv?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm gonna mute it until it's time for me to talk.
Okay. 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 You know, sometimes trying to get this technology world going is so exhausting. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it with a passion. And being that I'm into business, it's like I need to know so much of it. I need to make sure that I know where it's going, how it's going, and how to get to it. So, anyway, today's topic is about Wind Down Wednesday. Basically, ladies, I just want to know, how do you ladies wind down during your week? Or what have you done over the weekend? What have you done this week coming up? What has got you over the hills? I just want to talk about what helps us ladies to wind down during the week. Is it really wind? How do we really wind down during the week? Do you ladies have any answers for that?
Well,
Yeah,
myself,
you
I'm
can.
pretty busy
Mm-hmm.
working and taking care of others. You rarely spend a lot of time with just, taking care of yourself. But, sitting back with a nice glass of wine, me, myself, I come in and take that bra off. That's the
oh, that's
first way
that's
to
the
wind down.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I don't see Judea. Do you see Judea, Mar? Oh,
Mine here, and I second that. You take the broth first,
Yes, yes.
pour me a glass of something, whether it's wine or some
That's
broth.
right. Patron.
oh, Patron, Patron. Now that's too
Yes.
strong during the week for me. I'm just actually happen to get
Just a
into
sip.
just a sip. Oh man, I'm just happen to actually get into the wine.
Mm-hmm.
So how are you ladies doing today?
Tired.
Mm-hmm.
Tired? I know
I'm blessed.
it's such a rough. I had kind of a rough week. I guess because I was kind of overwhelmed from just doing so much over the weekend. So I was like, you know what? I'm definitely gonna have to try to find a way to wind down. And I said, I'm definitely gonna have to try to find me some wine to wind down. So I said I wanted to link up with some of you women or some of you ladies today on the show just to give me some advice about how to wind down. I am such a busybody. I am always all over the place, as you see, always have so much to do, have something going on. So sometimes my brain just goes and flows and I can't stop to even think how to even unravel myself. So,
Have to learn how to shut down. You have to shut down your phone. Just find you a quiet place. For me, I have a place in my house where I just go when I lay on the couch.
That remote, get my remote.
Net the Hulu, and I try to ignore whatever calls come through unless somebody say 911 is not getting picked up at that moment. But that's how I do to try to, settle myself down, because otherwise you'll just be going and going and going.
Yeah,
I have to take 15 minutes of quiet time at least when I come in. Just don't talk to me for a minute. Just let me, settle down. But I will say what we're doing right now is a great wind down for women because, you go through the day sometimes just on, what's the word?
a speed.
Autopilot.
Okay.
Right.
So, being able to check in and, follow up and make sure, that people are going through the same things that you are, kind of gives you a comfort, to know that there's people there for you, but taking the time for yourself to be present with yourself and your thoughts and your growth is key.
Yeah, absolutely, ladies. I do believe that we as women, we do need to find time for one another to try to link up and communicate and just reach out and just see how one another is doing. I know that in this time that everybody is pretty much busy. It's so much going on. Even with the pandemic, I feel like life is still at a speed, even though we felt like it was supposed to calm down or keep us in, and we went through like a shutdown. But for some reason I still feel like personally that the mind, the body, the brain, everything is just pretty much on a different kind of speed. And I guess it's because we're now trying to grasp back to life, get back to normalcy,
Trying to catch up something.
trying to catch up some things. So it can be very difficult to us mentally. So that's why I said today I just wanted to try to do a show with you ladies just to find out some other ways and some other options. How can we as women try to find a way to just wind down? I would like to introduce my guest. She's here, Miss Ty. How do I pronounce your show again?
Miss Tilted Halo.
Tilted Halo.
Radio
Tilted
show.
Halo.
Tilted Halo.
I love it.
And you know what?
I am Shady.
Because you're kind of covering it, I can't really see the whole background. Oh, okay. Tilted Halo. Yes. How are you today? Thank you so much for tuning in with us on today. Yeah, like I said, I just wanted to try to find some time to just give this open platform to a few women to just see how we could just kind of just find ways to wind down and just get ourselves together. It's strange that you said that, Judea, who's from Atlanta. Can we get a round of applause to Judea, who's from Atlanta? We also want to give a round of applause to Michelle Lucas, who's from West Orange, right? West Orange, New Jersey. It's always a pleasure to have different women to come on. And Tilted, what town are you in?
I'm in Phillipsburg, New Jersey, on the
Wow.
Pennsylvania state line. We call this area Jerseyvania.
Oh, okay, Jerseyvania. That's cute. Instead of Pennsylvania, Jerseyvania. Oh, we have another guest. Hi. We have Michelle Benson, comedian Cookie Benson on the line with us. How you doing today? Your mic is muted. I was also looking for
Okay.
Marilyn Torres. I'm not sure how she's not able to get in, but I guess eventually she will come. So today's topic, Michelle and Miss Tilted Halo, we was talking about just trying to find ways to wind down. Do you ladies have any answers for us?
No, I just when I get home, I just take a shower and just watch some shows that I like on TV and just relax.
Mm-hmm.
Just not think about what the day.
Mm-hmm.
Get all that out of me.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That was a
I
good
don't
thing that
really drink. I really don't drink like that no more, so I don't drink.
well, Michelle Lucas said take a shot of what was it? Patron. Your mic
Yeah,
is okay. A shot of Patron. I said that's a little
nah.
too strong for me.
Yeah, nah.
I want to give a special shout out to my mommy who's logged in, Deborah Reynolds. Hi, mom. Thank you for joining, cutie pie. Yeah, but you know what, Judea, back to what you were saying as far as like turning the phones off and just giving yourself that peace of mind. I've never thought to do that, and I think that because I'm still, even though my kids are grown, for some reason I just always feel like I just have to have my phone on. And here's the strange thing. My daughter would turn her phone off and even put me on do not disturb. And I'm like, she got a lot of nerves. Here it is. I'm out here always worried, just in case of a phone call I need with my children, and my own children will put me on do not disturb. Isn't that something?
They're taking the time for their mental health and knowing that it's important to wind down.
Well, I know a lot of times when she is doing it because she be kind of busy with customers. So, she told me she have her phone playing for her little music. But who knows? You know those kids. Sometimes they just want to cut their mama off because they know their mamas will call them all day, right?
That part.
Yeah, but I'm also looking to find a meditation class. I'm looking to find a meditation class. I'm looking to find a Zumba class. I'm looking to find some other options to just help me be able to wind myself down weekly, because I feel like I do need it. Hi.
Exercise is important.
Shout out to Marilyn. She just joined us.
Hey everybody.
That's my cousin. Cuz, can you tell us where you're from?
I'm from Patterson.
Right. But where
But I live in Michigan now.
Okay, Michigan.
Cold.
It's not cold, actually. It's the same as Jersey, but actually better.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Oh, now you want to
All right.
shade Jersey because you down in Michigan. Don't try to shade us
You know
now.
what? The weather is the same. Right now it was real nice today. It was like, I want to say like almost 80 degrees today.
Mm.
Ooh.
And it's, as you can see, it's still daylight where I am right
Yeah,
now.
we see. Yeah,
Have you spent the winter there yet?
I've spent 6 winters here. This is my 6th year here.
Wow.
But where I live, but the thing is, where I live is like right outside of Ohio. So I'm not North Michigan. If I was Northern Michigan, it'd be extremely cold because that's by Canada. But I'm right out 80. If you took 80 west from Patterson, you would run right into me.
Oh, okay.
So it's the same. We get the same weather. Sometimes y'all get it worse than I do.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like when y'all got that snow last year, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we did. We
Y'all
did.
got that snow.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Yes, we got it. We get it bad sometimes.
Yeah, I'm still traumatized by that snow last year.
Yeah, that snow was something else. It was something
Right.
else. But Marilyn, do you have any suggestions on letting us know how do you take the time to wind down, or what's the things you do to relax yourself and your mind?
What I'm doing right now, sitting in this car
Oh wow.
outside of the house.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Isn't that so crazy how us as mom or just people, how we do have to find like little things just to try to get those moments. Like I do find myself a lot of times taking forever just to get out of my car when I get out of work. So I guess that is kind of sometimes my little wind down moments.
But it's crazy
But I
because
do. Mm-hmm.
I've already been in the house.
Uh-huh. Oh, okay. And sometimes you still got to step right
You have
outside
to
and sit
step
in your
out.
car to just
Yes.
wind down. Right? You said you have to step outside sometimes just to.
Yep, exactly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree. But I do agree also too. I'm now thinking of just trying to find ways to, just like Judea said, just disconnect with the phone. Some ways, kind of disconnect with social media sometimes, because social media, I'm learning
go.
with me, can really also get me all over the place too a lot. Social media is a lot of pressure. I've learned with being in business is also a lot of pressure with just promoting and just trying to advertise. And, you know, even though people think it's easy because they feel like you just post something and you just write something. To me, that I've learned with business, where I have to try to find myself to wind down, is, you know, overdoing the promoting. And when you have a business, sometimes it's kind of hard to know when to stop, because you want to try to make sure some of everybody, or people who follow you, or, you know, people who follow someone else, that they're able to see what's going on. Because I also realize, you know, it's not a lot of us out here that got, you know, businesses going on. And I feel like this is our time, this is our season. So, you know, we want our peoples to know, you know, what we actually have going on. So a lot of that does take a lot of advertising and pushing and promoting, you know, and doing things like that. So I'm just trying to find, you know, I'm going to try to at least pick like 2 days a week to try to find a way to wind down myself too mentally. And one of them, like I said, I'm trying to find somewhere that I can go and meditate or go do Zumba. You know, it's just it's kind of hard now because a lot of places has closed due to the pandemic. You know, people are opening up slowly. So a lot of things are not really, you know, out there or out in the opening that people can really hear about and know about. So if you ladies happen to know, well, I know Michelle, she sent me some information earlier that I am going to try to find out about a Zumba class. And even with stuff like this, like we were
Or
saying.
try yoga too. Yoga
Oh
is
yeah,
really
definitely yoga.
good.
Yeah.
Yoga. Someone was telling me, oh, you could just go to your YouTube, play something and exercise, do yoga and stuff like that. But that stuff is not going to help for me.
Sometimes you want to be out of the house when you do those things. So
Mhm.
you don't always want to be in your house. You want to seek the peace outside of the
Right.
house, because you know most of the time you can find your peace at home.
Right.
But sometimes you need like that interaction in
Mhm.
addition to
Mhm.
not just being at home doing it. Because it's
Mhm.
kind of like a motivation. Like I worked out at home, but then I found myself losing more weight and getting to my goal when I was going to the gym with my daughter, because we were motivated to do something more than just be in the house doing it.
Yeah, and I also found myself too, like during the pandemic time, I was doing a lot of walking in the morning. And some of those things, since I have been back to work, has kind of slowed down. So it just seems like now, when you're back out there at work, a lot of things that you were doing and trying to keep up with, it kind of brushed off or went up under the rug, because now it's like you got to focus on something else. So what do you do, Miss Tilted Halo?
Well, I intentionally guard my energy by following a schedule.
Okay.
When I first started my business, I made sure I committed to myself to only work my brand Monday through Friday.
Mm-hmm.
On the weekends, I'm not thinking about my Instagram or my Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't work for my employer on Friday, so if I'm not able to get to the gym 3 times a week, which is my real goal, I
Mm-hmm.
do have that Friday morning where I don't have to go to the office. I park my car in front of my house intentionally because it's street cleaning.
Right.
I don't want to pay no ticket because I'm frugal. So what I do as a motivation to get my butt out the house and go to the gym on Fridays, that's part of my mental health care as well, as part of my self-care plan while I'm trying to grow this business.
Okay.
I get in my car at 7 a.m. and I go and take it out on the elliptical.
Mm-hmm.
And I find that when I'm on that machine, that's 1/2 hour that my mind goes absolutely clear, where I'm able to figure out my next move in my business plan.
Right.
So I'm intentional about setting time specifically for me. I'm very selfish about that now.
Okay.
And I'm selfish about it without apology. Because at the end of the
Right.
day, we've heard it a whole lot over the last year and a half or so that health is the new wealth.
Right.
And if I am not in pretty decent physical condition, I can't go out here and make this money. I can't stay on this grind.
Right.
So I'm intentional about my self-care. And you already know, Miss Tawana, I love to pray.
Mm-hmm.
Prayer is an essential part of my life. I think I ended a relationship because dude wanted to talk to me in the morning too often during my set aside. You know, I said this
That's deep.
aside every day. I need
Uh-huh.
to talk to God. I need to, thank you for forgiving me for what I did yesterday. Help me be a better me today. Show me me.
Right.
And then open my eyes so that I can see the opportunity to be a blessing to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it's in something as simple as complimenting one of my coworkers' dresses, because some of these women are miserable, and you can hear it by the words that are coming out of their mouths, the way they talk about their children, the way they talk about their spouses. I don't want to hear that.
Right.
So I have a reputation of being Little Miss Sunshine as I'm going into the time clock, because we're still practicing social distancing protocols in my office. As I go to the time clock, if I see one of these women and she has on a fabulous dress, I know it's a little dangerous to compliment because some people want to cry harassment. But I learned a way to do it without making anyone feel crazy.
Right.
I compliment the garment specifically.
Okay.
That is a beautiful green dress.
Okay. Okay.
And that automatically puts a smile on someone else's face. And it's almost as if that same endorphin rush comes back to you. Because when you see somebody else smile, I know you know this, all the comedians here on the panel, when you see somebody else smile, it makes you smile bigger.
Right.
And it makes you go harder with them jokes.
Right.
Because you like giving that energy out. It's almost as if you're turning up the joy radio.
Right.
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 So I'm really intentional about laughing at myself even.
Okay.
I've learned not to take myself too seriously and be very forgiving even when I miss goals that I set for myself. I give myself grace.
So basically, you're kind of into setting boundaries. You have set boundaries.
Yes.
And you're staying focused to it, and I think that's very important too. That's something that we have to learn to do with ourselves in order to set those goals. We have to set boundaries with ourselves, which I have found. I have found with me to be very hard just because I'm all over the place doing something. But what I do like is that now that I know that about myself and I know that I need to do that for myself, now I can see a little clearer. Because when you don't really know these things and you're just all over the place and you have no idea why you all over the place, and I've learned now with me, I need to set boundaries with myself first.
Right.
So
And one thing that I got from what the lady that just spoke, the lady from the Halo spoke, that you need to incorporate into your life, Tawana, is it's okay to be selfish.
right.
Because I've known you since we were and I know that you give a lot of yourself and you all of that back. And I try to tell you sometimes it's okay to take care of you.
Right.
It's okay to say no, and it's okay to be obedient to yourself. And that's one thing that I've learned over the last year or so, that I can't just make everybody happy and then I'm sitting here miserable. Yeah, so I take care of me, and that even goes for my kids. I love them to death. I would go to the earth for them, but I'm not okay, I can't help them be okay.
Right.
So I
Exactly.
take
That part.
care, and
That.
then I
Mhm.
concentrate on everybody else. And since I've started doing that and praying and meditating, I mean, I've tried it all and drinking.
Hey, I like a good
Uh,
IPA.
That's funny.
I,
whatever
yeah.
me, I want to drink, I just go ahead and have a little sippy sip. But I feel like since I've started doing that, I've been a lot happier.
Right.
And even when I have setbacks, I'm able to adjust to them better because I feel like I've given myself more. I've allowed myself to be okay or to take care of myself. That when I have a setback, it's just minor.
Right.
Versus, when I'm doing for everybody else and then I have a setback and nobody's looking or checking on me, then it's
Right.
like, oh,
Right.
Right.
So it's okay for us women, us caretakers, the people who have normally made sure our families are okay. I think it's okay for us to take care of us first.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
start doing that, you'll realize that everything else will begin to fall into place.
And I've
And
also
to piggyback
funny.
on that,
I'm
Tawana,
sorry.
Go
to
ahead.
piggyback on that, I learned that, being a grandmother now, I had 3 children, a husband, a dog, but with 5 grandkids now, my time seems to be stretched more throughout more people.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes.
I realized that I had to take more control, and that schedule is important, and not allowing myself to be dumped on, whether it's at work, whether it's with the kids, bringing them physically, or just, solving this problem and that problem. It takes a lot of your energy, and it can steal your joy,
Right.
and being able to find hobbies that you like to do. Exercise is definitely important, but feed that inner child in you also,
Right.
and be able to crochet, latch hook, whatever,
Right.
play sports, whatever it is that you want to do. That each
Right.
individual, it's different, so you have to try different things to see what you like.
And I and like my best friend said, she knows that I've never been a selfish type of person, and I think with me, because that's just always been me as a natural. I'm now learning to understand that because I have so much stuff going on and I'm doing so much stuff, and some of the people who I have helped or did certain things in this time of me having a bag of things going on, sometimes this is why sometimes I feel like when the energy isn't reciprocated, that's why I take it so personally, because I'm just not a person who gives or do things, or try to be there for people, or try to do this for people, or have done things with people with not a load of things on my plate. So when I'm now realizing that, even like I said, with me in business, and still, helping people and doing this and putting people on and doing that and doing that. And like I said, when sometimes you don't see not even some of some of it reciprocated. That's why I think sometimes with me, I take it so personal, because see, some people don't carry a load. Some people have a little load. So when they're giving to
Right.
people, they don't really see it. It's like, oh, okay. So the next person the person who they giving it to, if they're not reciprocating anything back, they don't really feel
It's
some
not
type
really
of way. Right.
right.
So with me looking at me like, yeah, I have a load that I'm doing. Like, on top of me having a business, I'm still helping you and doing this and putting you on and giving you this, and has been there for you
That
and did
part.
that and the third. So it's a different feeling. So when
Right.
people don't understand when those emotions and those feelings come from, it's tough for a person like me to try to explain that, when I would think people would see the bigger picture. But now that I'm
Right.
learning
But they're
that,
not gonna see it.
People are
right,
selfish.
right.
Yeah.
And
And,
I'm learning now, because my bag is so big, and even with me being with a big bag that some people may not carry, may not notice, may not realize it, because when you give it to people, they're just gonna take. So they're not really looking at your package deal and see like, wow, this girl got 30,000 things going on and still trying to help me, still giving me, still doing me.
Right.
So that's where I'm now learning that, Tawana, you got to focus on what you have while you're trying to give out to others, because these people who you giving to or helping or doing things, they don't understand that in your load of giving, your load is big. So to me, that's where I feel I'm unappreciative at, because I'm just like, who got a business and still trying to help people when she's still trying to help herself get a business? You know what I'm saying? Who giving out money when she's still trying to make money for her business? Who putting people on to make money when she's still trying to get customers to come in make money for her business? You know what I'm saying? Who gonna sit around and ride you around and do things for you when she trying to figure out how she gonna get to where she gonna get to. So today I had to understand those things where I will get frustrated and annoyed with people that also too, I have to pick and choose my people who I know is going to pay attention to my bag as well too, while I'm trying to give other people
be a
bags.
blessing to you also.
Right. Right.
Just to piggyback, like saying what you're saying, everything that we're speaking on right now. This morning I posted something directly relating to everything we're speaking on right now. Because in my post, I'm just going to summarize it. I basically said, I'm choosing me.
Right.
And if you feel like I'm falling back, that feeling is correct.
Right.
That feeling is correct because I'm choosing me. Because I'm always, like you said, Tawana, a giver.
Yes, you are. And I understood that. That's why I agree with you.
Until I'm empty. And then it's like, what else can, and then they don't care. Nobody wants to pour back into me. I can't pour from an empty cup.
Right.
I need you to pour back, but I can't expect, like my father always said, do not expect a you out of other people.
Right.
So I'm learning to like really, because I have, like Tristan said, I have 7 grandchildren going on 8. And with all those grandchildren and then my 6 children, and I'm always, so it's like you said, the low, people don't understand.
Right.
You may have so much going on, but here she is still trying, still doing.
Right.
So I said, you know what? I had a headache for the past 3 days and 2 people checked on me. And I'm like, you know what?
Right.
This is really showing me I'm always reaching out. Hey, how you doing? What's going on? And, I had to say to myself, you know what? The phone works both ways. I live in Michigan. That's why this year I chose me. And like you said, you asked, what did I do? What did I start doing to, like, for myself, wind down. For myself to put me first? This year for my birthday, I decided to do something for me out here. And I felt like if anybody loved me, they would come out here to me instead of me always coming back to New Jersey.
Right.
Come visit me. I've been here 6 years already.
Right.
If you can't make a trip to come see me, I'm going to start changing the way I'm doing things because, not to say it's a tit for tat or I'm looking for you to do something for me. It's kind of like I just have to choose, okay, this is what I want for me.
Right.
And I'm always making you happy or other people happy. Make me happy for a change.
And I think
because I have to be responsible for my happy. So I made you happy.
And I think
nobody else can make you happy.
I think the best thing about this conversation, like we just said, understanding ourselves. Because like I said, I'm such a quick head. When things are so natural with a person, sometimes you don't pay attention to some of the things that you do. And I don't never want to sit and say I gave people or did people or, went all out for people or put people on and I'm looking for them to but I do expect people to understand how to reciprocate something. And I just feel like I said, sometimes people don't understand. First of all, people with big bags don't naturally just give people or put people on or do things for people. It's so many selfish people in the world that won't even pay attention to you when they got $1 billion and won't give you a nickel. So to see your own people that is carrying a luggage and you don't even know how to reciprocate something that somebody actually pulled out their luggage bag to share with you is just ridiculous. So like I said, I just realized these are things, even with me turning 45, I'm realizing, because like I said, and just like my best friend said, this stuff is a natural with me. So sometimes when things are natural with you, sometimes you don't catch those jabs of things that you're doing until you getting sick, until you getting tired, until you getting frustrated, until you feeling hurt, until you feeling confused and not understanding what's going on. But ladies, I apologize that we have to cut the show so short because we started late. but we can continue this session on Wind Down Wednesday. But I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. We do need this. We do need these type of sessions with us women just coming together and communicating, because even topics like this help us to understand more about ourselves, to understand, because sometimes if you don't really talk to other people and other people don't address you and tell you certain things, even what they going through, what they can see in you, you may not know.
Right.
So I appreciate each and every one of you, how you came on today and just kind of just shared your wind down experience, certain things, how you will wind down, how you do wind down. I might gotta take that shot of Patron. But
Listen.
yes, it was great. It was great conversation. I hope you guys were able to exhale a little bit, and just be able to think outside the box of some other things to do to wind yourself down. Because I know, and everybody else know, I'm such a busybody, and one thing that I am learning to do is how to wind myself down. So I want to thank you, ladies. But before we go, I just want to let everybody know, because I know it's Breast Cancer Month. So I just want to let everybody see that I do have a few breast cancer T-shirts and sweatshirts in the store. So grab them up before October is over. You can also go to www.noshadebutshade.com and link on the website if you would like to purchase or order anything. So I want to just say thank you all. Thank you all to all my Facebook followers for tuning in, watching in, everybody who always come in and follow and check out the show. I'm also on YouTube. You can follow my channel at Shady Talk Wednesdays on YouTube. But thank you all, ladies, so much for tuning in with me, and we have to do this again. That was that. Look, just that little bit was enough medicine for me. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a good night. Love you all.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh shoot, I can't get it open.